got that. So before I got involved in this church work stuff, I said, I got to hear God. I'm just not going in there because, well, you might have some gifts, or you might have this, or you might have this, or you might have that. You better hear God. That equals commitment. And I believe in order to really follow God, we need a shared vision. That finally came to Jesus after he was running around like a chicken with a head cut off, trying to do all God's work, trying to be the point person. It was many years ago. It was Tim Burton. Tim Burton? What was his name? He was a pastor when I grew up, Tim Burton. And he says that one thing that many pastors get involved with is called this Messiah complex. The Messiah complex is that you think, you really don't think you're the Messiah, but you somehow act like that, and you're going out and trying to save everybody. And the Messiah complex is that you get burned out then. Because you get this Messiah complex where a lot of it's dependent on you to make it work or not. In order to have a sustained vision, it needs to be a shared vision. There needs to be a group of people in this thing. Never forget the illustration that John Maxwell gave many years ago. It was about geese. And as they flew, they fly in this V, right? And you know what? So there's a point goose out front. He's getting all the beating. There's a point goose out there. But you know what? The goose that originally is out there flying isn't the one that takes them home.
That's right.
Because what happens is they fly for a while, and then that point goose goes to the back end. And then someone else comes up front. And then when that one's tired, then it goes to the back end. And so leadership is shared. The burden of the vision of going south or north is shared. And then Maxwell sort of added, you know what the geese do? They keep, you know why they honk? It's because they're honking an affirmation to that leader to keep going. Honk, 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 keep, yes, yes. And you know, they're honking an affirmation. And I always like that too, because you know, when you're out front, you need affirmation, you know.
That's right.
You know, you need the affirmation of the group. It needs to be a shared vision. And then to make a vision, to see a vision through, it will take time. How much time? Hopefully all your lifetime. Also, after you meet your vision, you'll just do what's right in your own eyes because you're done. It's time to go see Jesus. It's going to take time. So, our assignment this last week, ask God in prayer to reveal your personal earthly vision to you. This was the prayer in Psalm 32. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye. What a beautiful, beautiful passage. I will teach you in the way you should go. Psalm 32, right, Oliver? You said.
Yeah, I've been reading Psalm 23 all week. It's a bit different.
There's a lot of
Psalm
vision in
22
there.
is a very different one.
Who's going to read from Psalm 23?
Ask God in prayer to reveal your personal earthly vision to you. Search the scriptures for verses which capture your sense of God's vision for your earthly life. It's more verses. Give a special sense of meaning and purpose, picking out verses that are big enough to last a lifetime. Here are different verses to tap into, which we talked about last week. Number 3, go slow and wait for God to reveal himself. Be patient and take some time. Once you find a verse that you believe expresses God's opinion, rephrase it in your own words. Write a draft of your working life vision statement. From all the above, asking God to give you a passion for your life and his vision, and whatever you have received in that Sunday service and you want to share it with a few other people. Should it ever make sense to you? From your prayer times? What's a prayer time? Prayer times anytime you're talking to God or God's talking to you. That's prayer. It's not like my prayer time that God's going to talk to me in this 10 minutes schedule. Can I have it all worked out? I mean, he may, lots of times he does. He just talks when he talks. He talked to Paul when he was on the trip down the road to Damascus, you know. I don't know if he called that a prayer time, but it was a prayer time.
Became one.
Share whatever makes sense to you from your prayer time, and don't be afraid if it's not complete. I've never heard of it. I don't know if this makes sense, but this is all I see. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So. Before we go into the next step, the question is, did you do this? Did you do this? And I'm not talking, you spent 20 hours of labor and setting aside time. I mean, did you consider this at all? Everybody, did you consider this? Did you? Okay. What I'd like you to do is get with it. What now?
I didn't do this.
You were.
I wasn't here. But I forgot. I forgot to check something.
She started school.
Okay. Sure, you could talk about what you've talked about God in the past, about, you know, I think this is brand new stuff for you, maybe. This should fit into what God's taught to us in the past. Unless you want to talk to God about your purpose in life, this is your brand new experience. I think we've all done that. So I want you to get with a couple of the people you normally don't talk to. That you normally don't talk with in these settings. Maybe you normally talk with people.
Leave.
Maybe you haven't shared this part of yourself.
Stay. Stay. You roll.
So, get out of your seat and find someone.
Hey, Mike and Kathy, you guys are cool. Well, they can't be together.